What if I told you there are just 8 elite exercises that could sculpt your body into a powerhouse? One perfect movement for each major muscle group. And by mastering them consistently, you could build strength and size faster than you ever imagined. First up, we have the ultimate bicep builder, the barbell curl. This staple exercise is a must for bicep development because it targets both the long and short head muscles, giving you that rounded, powerful arm look. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Grip the barbell with an underhand grip at shoulder width. Keep your elbows tight to your sides and curl the barbell upwards, contracting your biceps. Lower the weight under full control. Repeat for the desired reps. Complete 3 sets of 10-12 reps with a challenging weight that maintains strict form. Next, at number 2, we have the premier triceps builder, the skull crusher with an EZ bar. Your triceps make up 2/3 of your arm size, and this movement hits all 3 heads for maximum mass and definition. The EZ bar's curved design reduces wrist and elbow strain, allowing you to focus on muscle isolation. Lie flat on a bench holding the EZ bar above your chest. Keep your upper arms vertical and stationary. Lower the bar towards your forehead, stop just short, then extend your arms back up. Complete 3 sets of 8-10 reps, focusing on mind-muscle connection. Finally, the ultimate chest developer, the incline bench press. This move targets the upper pectoralis major, building a fuller, denser look around the collarbone. Set the bench to a 30-45 degrees incline, lie back and plant your feet firmly on the ground. Grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width, lower it to your upper chest, then press back up in a controlled arc. Remember, consistency and proper form are key to maximizing your gains, so master these movements and watch your physique transform.
Maintain firm contact with the bench throughout the entire lift. Complete 3 sets of 8-10 strict reps. This isn't about ego lifting, it's about dominating the weight with control to achieve maximum chest activation. Now, up next is the exercise that 90% of gym goers completely neglect. Yet, it's the hidden secret behind building diamond-shaped calves that truly stand out when you're rocking shorts. Most guys end up with chicken legs because they overlook this critical movement. Calves, standing calf raise. You're definitely going to want to pay attention now, because the next move is the perfect calf builder, the standing calf raise. Even though it may look deceptively simple, this exercise is superior for calf growth because it thoroughly works both the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, promoting complete strength, size, and definition in this notoriously stubborn muscle group. The standing calf raise is the undisputed king for calves because it allows a full range of motion, essential for true development, and easily supports progressive overload with dumbbells, barbells, or a Smith machine. But it's not just about looks. Building strong calves improves blood circulation, helping pump blood back to the heart and potentially preventing varicose veins and leg swelling. They also enhance ankle and knee stability, drastically reducing injury risk during activities like running, jumping, and heavy lifting. How to perform. Standing calf raises. Properly, stand on a raised platform with the balls of your feet planted, allowing your heels to hang off for a full stretch. Hold dumbbells by your sides or use a dedicated calf raise machine. Press upward onto the balls of your feet as high as possible, squeezing your calves at the top. Lower your heels slowly, dropping below the platform level for a complete stretch. Move with control and focus, no bouncing. Perform 3 sets of 15 to 20 controlled reps, emphasizing the peak contraction at the top and deep stretch at the bottom. But if you're aiming to build a truly impressive back, one that creates that coveted V-taper, you must master the next exercise. It's the single most powerful movement for building width, thickness, and strength. Back pull-up. Now we move on to the perfect back builder, the pull-up. This movement is superior because it activates virtually every muscle in the back, with maximum intensity, especially the latissimus dorsi, the key muscle behind that broad, dominant V shape. The pull-up is the ultimate compound back exercise. It engages the lats, traps, rhomboids, and even the biceps, making it one of the most functional athletic movements you can master. As a bodyweight movement, it builds pure strength and body control, advantages that translate into stronger lifts and better athletic performance across the board. Even beginners can tap into its benefits by using resistance bands to reduce the load while still developing full range of motion and strength. Simply put, nothing builds a wide, commanding back like pull-ups. They are the bedrock of the athletic, powerful physique. How to perform pull-ups properly. Grip the bar wider than shoulder width. Hang at the bottom in a dead hang, arms fully extended. Drive your elbows down and back as you pull yourself up until your chin clears the bar. Lower yourself under control all the way back to the dead hang. Keep your chest proud and your core engaged. Avoid swinging or using momentum. Complete 3 sets of as many clean reps as possible. If you can't perform full pull-ups yet, use resistance bands until you can. Coming up next, the true separator between serious lifters and casual gym goers. Want shoulders that command attention the moment you walk into a room? The next movement is non-negotiable. Shoulders, military press. At number 6, we have the ultimate shoulder movement, the military press. This exercise is superior because it obliterates all 3 heads of the deltoid, the anterior, medial, and posterior, for complete symmetrical development. The military press is the definitive shoulder builder. As a compound lift, it doesn't just hammer your shoulders, it also fires up your traps and triceps, making it a full upper body powerhouse move. Nothing builds bolder, stronger, and more aesthetic shoulders like heavy, strict military presses. How to perform the military. Press properly. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Hold the barbell at shoulder height with hands just outside shoulder width. Brace your core tightly and maintain a neutral spine. Press the bar directly overhead in a straight line. Fully extend your arms without locking out the elbows. Lower the bar back down to shoulder level under full control. Repeat each rep strictly without using momentum. Perform 3 sets of 8-10 clean reps. Start lighter than you think. This movement humbles even the strongest lifters. Now, let's move on to one of the most underrated weapons in your training arsenal. While most gym goers are obsessed with quads, this next exercise is the true secret to building powerful athletic legs and a resilient, bulletproof lower back. Hamstrings Romanian deadlift. The Romanian deadlift reigns supreme as the ultimate hamstring builder. This posterior chain, powerhouse, is superior because it simultaneously stretches and strengthens the hamstrings, creating the perfect environment for muscle growth, endurance, and flexibility. The Romanian deadlift stands apart because the lowering phase actively lengthens the hamstrings, while the lifting phase powerfully contracts them, delivering the perfect hypertrophy stimulus. As a compound movement, it also recruits the glutes, lower back, and core, boosting overall strength and energy expenditure, potentially elevating anabolic hormones like testosterone. Even more critical, strengthening your posterior chain with RDLs helps prevent injuries, promoting better muscular balance and safeguarding your lower back and knees. Common weak points for many lifters. How to perform the Romanian deadlift properly. Stand with feet hip-width apart, holding the barbell in front of your thighs. Push your hips back while keeping your back flat and neutral. Lower the bar down your legs, feeling the deep stretch in your hamstrings. Maintain a slight bend in the knees. Lower until you feel a strong stretch, typically just below the knees. Drive your hips forward to return to standing, squeezing your glutes hard at the top. Complete 3 sets of 8 to 10, slow, controlled reps using a weight that allows you to maintain impeccable form. Next, we hit the exercise that instantly builds a head-turning, powerful rear view. If you want a physique that looks dominant from every angle, you cannot afford to skip this movement. Glutes, hip thrust. The hip thrust is the undisputed king of glute isolation. It's superior because it provides intense, concentrated tension directly to the glutes, leading to unmatched size, shape, and strength. Unlike squats or leg presses, the hip thrust drives the hips into peak contraction, stimulating the glutes at a level other exercises simply can't match. It also strengthens surrounding hip muscles, promoting better posture, mobility, and explosive athletic performance. The functional strength developed through heavy hip thrusts boosts running speed, jumping ability, and helps build the kind of aesthetically dominant glutes few achieve. How to perform the hip thrust properly. Sit on the ground with your upper back pressed against a bench. Roll a barbell across your hips. Use a pad for comfort. Plant your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Drive through your heels to lift your hips toward the ceiling. At the top, your knees should form a 90-degree angle. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top position, then lower under control. Complete 3 sets of 10 to 12 powerful reps, focusing on maximum contraction at the top of each lift. Now let's move on to a lower body burner you absolutely need in your program. Quads free squat. The free squat, body weight or barbell, is the ultimate builder of the quadriceps. This exercise is superior because it engages your entire body in a functional, athletic movement, far surpassing the benefits of machine-based leg extensions. The free squat pounds your quads, glutes, calves, core, and stabilizes all at once, developing raw strength, balance, and coordination. Plus, squats trigger massive hormonal responses, releasing more growth hormone and testosterone than almost any other exercise, which amplifies muscle growth across your entire body. Simply put, no exercise builds functional, powerful quads like free squats. How to perform the free squat properly. Stand with feet, shoulder width apart. Place a barbell across your upper traps, not on your neck. Keep your chest lifted and core braced. Initiate the movement by pushing your hips back and lowering yourself until your thighs are at least parallel the floor. Drive through your heels to stand back up. Keep your knees tracking in line with your toes and your spine neutral throughout. Complete 3 sets of 8-10 challenging reps using a weight that tests your strength without sacrificing form. And finally, let's bring it all together with the exercise that ties your entire physique together and builds the kind of core strength that powers every lift. Abs plank last, but absolutely essential is the plank. This movement is superior because it engages the entire core system, including the rectus abdominis, obliques, and transverse abdominis, creating complete, bulletproof core strength. Unlike crunches, the plank forces all your core muscles to fire at once, promoting stability, endurance, and functional power. A strong core from planks protects your spine like an internal weight belt and enhances performance across every lift and sport. Plus, planks are extremely versatile, no equipment needed, and endless variations like side planks or plank leg lifts to further challenge your muscles. How to perform the plank properly. Start in a push-up position, then lower onto your forearms. Keep your elbows directly under your shoulders. Form a straight line from your head to your heels. Engage your core, pulling your belly button toward your spine. Squeeze your glutes and quads to maintain a rigid position. Keep your neck neutral, gazing at the floor. Perform 3 sets, holding each plank for 30-60 seconds, prioritizing quality over quantity. A perfect 30-second plank beats a sloppy, sagging 2-minute one every time. Your full workout routine, 3 days a week, with at least 1 rest day between sessions. Free squats, 3 sets of 8-10 reps. Romanian deadlifts, 3 sets of 8-10 reps. Hip thrusts, 3 sets of 10-12 reps. Standing, calf raises, 3 sets of 15-20 reps. Incline bench press, 3 sets of 8-10 reps. Military press, 3 sets of 8-10 reps. Pull-ups, 3 sets to failure. Barbell curls, 3 sets of 10-12 reps. Skull crushers, 3 sets of 8-10 reps. Planks, 3 sets of 30-60 second holds. If you found this guide helpful, share it with someone who needs to see it. And remember, these 8 perfect exercises have the power to completely transform your body if you stay consistent, intense, and focused. Stick with it and get ready to look and feel absolutely jacked in no time.